At the age of 33, Julius Caesar did not have a name to himself. He did not have a reputation, and he was just a guy. Julius Caesar, at age 33, went to Egypt, where he visited the tomb of Alexander the Great. When he saw that tomb, he was deeply moved. At age 32, Alexander the Great had taken over Greece, had taken over Persia, and went all the way to India, winning battle after battle and never losing a single fight. Here was Alexander the Great, dead, and Julius Caesar, he didn't even do anything yet. He was so moved and he was so inspired that he cried. Right after that, Julius Caesar went on to become one of the most influential men in history. Julius Caesar became consul. Julius Caesar defeated the Gauls. Julius Caesar became dictator for life. The other day I turned 29 and I had that same feeling. I had that same feeling of looking back at the greats, looking back at Alexander the Great, looking back at Julius Caesar and seeing how much they have been able to accomplish. If Julius Caesar can take over the world at the age of 33, I still got time and I'm going to take over the world. Hi, my name is Ronald and I'm going to take over the world using the empire as the metaphor for the life I'm going to build. And today we're going to be talking about the 3 prohibitions that will help me get to that path. So before I talk more about the ban, there are a couple things that I want to say. Number 1, this is only temporary. I'm setting myself 1 year to do all these. Number 2, these are the habits that I chose because I know that I can get obsessive. And number 3, it's not like I'm telling you guys to stop doing these things because they're bad. They're just things that I think my life would be better if I go without. The first prohibition is going to be video games. Earlier this year, I had modded my 3DS. I played Professor Layton vs. Phoenix, right? I played Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Conquest. Fell in love with the game. I tried Pokemon Sun. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008. I played a bunch of games this year. But I think it's better for me to just cut it completely. It was only when I modded the 3DS that it was an issue again. And I remember why it's an issue. Because I would stay up super late. I would be playing this obsessively. That's all that I would think about. It's all I would consume. It's so much better to just like let it go. The second prohibition is going to be NSFW content. It's something that I know I can go without. I think it's going to be a healthier way. So no NSFW content. And the last prohibition is going to be TV shows, specifically like American TV shows that don't really have plots and stories and stuff like that. When I'm talking about American TV shows, I'm thinking about like South Park, because South Park is funny. South Park is good. Like I enjoy it a lot. Like video games, this is something I would get super obsessive about. I would stay up really late in order to get a couple more episodes in. And it's not worth it. It cuts into sleep, it cuts into my time, and I'm not going to be fine with that. And I don't want to do that anymore. And before I get into the punishments, I want to talk about caveats. Like, when is it okay for me to do any of these things? At least for me, one of the better times that I feel like is more acceptable to maybe break 1 or 2 of the prohibitions is with social gatherings. If my friends are playing video games, I'm not gonna like disavow myself from playing that. I'm gonna join in just for fun. Like it's a very contained moment where you're just playing with friends. So I wouldn't be too stressed out about that. For TV shows, I'm not gonna count anime or manga because I think that's a little bit different. But that's just because I'm finishing up Full Metal Alchemist. Once I finish that, I'm gonna cut anime as well. But I like One Piece a little bit too much for me to give that up, so I'm sticking with manga. Manga's gonna be okay. And the last section of this video that I want to talk about is punishments. What would happen if I break these prohibitions, right? I think there should be a punishment in order for you to really get yourself back into track. The punishment for breaking the prohibition would be 1 hour timeout. If you think about it, it's the same concept as jail. You get a little timeout for doing something you're not supposed to do. In these timeouts, I plan to put away my phone, I plan to remove all distractions, and the only thing that I can do is either sit and think or to journal. Like, I think those are the 2 acceptable things. And I'm not allowing myself to make any contact with any other people. I can't talk to people. It's just alone time for myself. I think this is really important because it really gives me the time to think about like what I'm doing, if this is really what I want, and it helps me reassess where I want to be. So these are the 3 prohibitions that I'm going to set for the rest of the year. My plan is to use this video as accountability. I'm not telling you guys to limit yourself on life or to create your own prohibitions. I just want you guys to make space for the things that you love. This is the Empire of Ribadonia. Peace out.